Hello,
Hey,
hello. Hi,
hey.
everyone. This is Dave and Roxanne.
Welcome to another episode of
Online
Online
business
Business
questions
Question of the
of the
Week.
week.
Once a week, we talk about and give value about our online business. Most of the time, we inspire you and encourage you in this page. And so, if this is the first time you're tuning in, let us know where you're tuning in from.
Yes, we always love to know how global we are in this community. Currently, right now, we're in our beautiful home in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And so, yes, today's question of the week is: do you work hard in this business?
We typically phrase our online business question in a question in this question. And the question is, do you work hard in this business, this online business? Do you? If you're watching this live or replay, if especially if you are in our online business community, comment in the chat. Yes, do you? Drop the number one. So the answer, just to burst the bubble, the answer is yes. We do work hard, but in a very different way,
Yeah.
very different definition in the working hard we were all taught about growing up. In fact, the definition of hard work in the Oxford Dictionary is this.
It says a great deal of effort or endurance.
Right? So, and it further talks about in an example, in because it's a noun, or it's a verb, right?
Yeah, they will use the word hard work as it takes hard work to be successful in business.
Right. So, yes, we do work hard, but it's a different definition because when we think of working hard, we think of like grinding it out, three jobs,
Or like 12 hours
Yeah.
job, right? Or like you're not sleeping, right? So it's a diff in this online business is a very unique unique definition for us,
Yeah.
and that's why we're really want to share this with you because we were talking and asking how did we get blessed that you make this much money, right? But it doesn't feel like you're working hard.
So, yeah, I'll give you an example, right? When we think of working hard, right? Somebody that works three jobs, 12 hours or 16 hours a
Mhm.
day, compared to someone that's working 3 hours a day, which one in your mind do you think is working hard? The 12 hours or 3 hours?
Mhm.
Comment in the chat. From our definition growing up, right? We think that a 12 hours person is working hard. But with this new definition, right? Even the person that's working 3 hours only in a day can work harder, way harder
Mhm.
than someone that's working 12 hours a day. You're like, Dave, what are you talking about? How can someone working for only 12 hours, only
Or
for
three
3 hours,
hours
even someone that's working for a week, right? And us only working 3 hours, you can still work harder than that person in this new definition. Are you ready? This is the definition of working hard in the online business. It came from Alex Hormozy. If you don't know who he is, Google him. He's just one of the best rising entrepreneurs right now. And Alex Hormozy's definition of hard work is this: output per
per
unit
unit
of
of
time.
time.
Remember your physics output per unit of time. Simply meaning that if we have the same amount of time, 3 hours a day or 12 hours a day, if I have more output than you, if I can do more than you in the same amount of hour or even less hours, I can still do more than you.
Yeah.
That means I work harder than you. Output per unit of time. What's an example, right? An example is, for example, I'm a nurse, right? And I help patients one to one, right? So I'm in my 12 hours or in my 8 hours working, I help so many people. That's the same amount of time. But who makes who does more, the nurse or the owner of the hospital? Who has more output per unit of time? At the end of the day, it's the owner of the hospital because the nurse can only help so much in his hands. The owner of the hospital can help so many, 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 many more people, right? Another example is, if you're a mechanic, right? You're a good mechanic. You help
Yeah.
one person at a time. But if you're the owner of multiple shops, right, with many employees, right, who has more output per unit of time in that same 8 hours? The mechanic can probably help. I don't know. I'm not a mechanic. Maybe let's say he can fix 5 cars, eight
Mhm.
cars. I don't know how many cars he can fix. right? But the owner of the three mechanic shop, in the same 8 hours, he has more output per unit of time. That means he's helping, more cars. Another example is, this was an example I heard from a business that I had for that I learned this concept is that, would you rather be a chef, a really good chef,
Yeah.
or the owner of McDonald's, right? Because the chef, yes, he can be very good, but at the end of the day, McDonald's makes more money. Why? Or in our definition, works harder because it can serve more people food wise in the same unit of time, right? So that's the definition of hard work. Even if you have less hours, 3 hours, if I own, multiple shops in that same 3 hours, right? I can have more output compared to someone that could work a week, right? Because you can only help so many people. So in this online business, the same thing. Why do we have more output per unit of time? Because we use systems,
Yeah.
we use automation, right? And here's the definition of Earl Nightingale when it comes to this working hard.
Yes. He said your rewards in life are in direct proportion to your contribution or service.
Yeah, so it simply means rewards means if you think of from the monetary sense, right? If you want to make more money, you just need to find a way to serve more people per unit of time. That's
Yeah.
it. That's how simple it is, right? If you can impact more people or serve more people in what you're doing, right, per unit of time, then you can make more. So simply the difference between why does an owner, business owner, makes more money than an employee? This is why, because he has more output per unit of time,
Yeah,
right?
and also for us, what hard work really is in the online business is creating. When you start the online business, for us, we started the online business in 2018 October, right? So it's been over 5 years now that we've been doing this, and how we make money is really like using systems. For us, we created video winning ads, right? So we have ads going even when we're sleeping. We have YouTube ads that's going every single day that allows us to attract clients, attract people into our business, and it allows us to, even though let's say we only work maybe less than 10 hours in a week, right? We make more because of the systems that it can sell for us, right? When there's a sale, we make money, right? When there's coaching as well, we make money, right? So it's not the definition of like really like working hard physically, or you have to put in 12 hours. That's why in you nowadays, because of the social media, of the power of the internet, you have to ask yourself, if people are making money now online, how can you profit from it, right?
Yeah.
And especially when we started on this business, we started part-time. We didn't do this full time in the beginning. So we have our two corporate jobs. I used to work in finance, and Dave used to work as a general manager. And we do this online business during our break time, our lunchtime, our after work, weekends, right? And the more results we have, then it took him 14 months to quit his corporate job, and after for me, it took me 29 months. Um, I was 5 months pregnant at the time, and after a year giving birth to our son, I didn't have to go back because the online business is running on its own.
Yeah, I've been in sales all my life, and in fact, I was a general manager before that. I was sales manager before I started this online business. And Roxanne and I, we've also been in sales, right?
Mhm.
So in the traditional sales, you go to people's house, you do one to one, right? You
Yeah,
can only do so many
that was hard.
per unit of time,
Yeah.
right? You can only do so many. But if you've been in a realtor, if you don't use, like Roxanne was saying, automation, advertising, right? Group webinars, you got to find a way to serve more people. So in our point of view, right, when it comes to sale, if you're working 8 hours, I'm working 8 hours. If I sell more than you per unit of time, I'm really at the end of the day working hard.
Yeah.
Let me give you an example, right? The whole year last year, I looked at, because I track our sales, right? Our business sold $10 million worth of sales last year, and we didn't even do most of the sales, right? Because now per unit of time, and it didn't only come from Calgary, right? Some of them from Canada, because we're in Canada. Some of the sales came from the UK, some of the sales came from the Philippines, some of the sales came from Singapore,
Middle
from the
East.
US, from the Middle East, right? You know, sales are happening per unit of time compared to someone because of systems automation.
Yeah.
So, do we work hard in this business? Yes, we work hard, but in a different definition,
Differently,
right?
yeah.
It's called, output per unit of time. Basically, we're teaching you to become an owner compared to becoming an employee, because an
Mm.
employee only works, 1 to 1 hour wise when it comes to unit of time. You can only do so much as an employee because you are working 1 to 1, right? But with leverage and systems, you can have more output. When you become an owner, right? A business owner, you'll have way, 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 way more output per unit of time compared to someone that is just, let's say, for example, working someone in sales 1 to 1, right? That's the definition. Do we work hard? Yes, but in a, as people will call it, we work smart, right? Instead of in this type of way. So, anyways,
Hello, hello. Hi, Renora. Hello, coaches from California. Thanks for tuning in. Renora, Jeannie, Kate. We have Sushma. Hello, watching live from New York. Awesome, awesome. Sashi, great information. Sandy, watching from Surrey, BC. Awesome. Sushma, for me, it's all about mindset and loving what you do. I don't mind working 10 to 12 hours a day if I'm my own boss and generating income with the work that I love.
Sushma is here. She used to be a realtor. I don't know if she's still a realtor, but in that example, for example, right? If you're a realtor just by yourself, right, you can sell a house. But if you're a broker now, where you have realtors working in your broker, you now have more output per unit of time, because let's say there's 20 realtors in in that brokerage, it can sell more houses than one person, right? So again, that's another example, right? Because if some of you are thinking, Dave, how did you do 10 million in sales? Is because we have, we're leveraging not just advertising, but similar to the brokerage, we have multiple online business owners that have advertising also working with us, right? So
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Barton from Minnesota. Freddie and Remy, you guys are inspiration. Thank you, thank you. Zawadi, greetings from Norway. How's the weather there, Zawadi? We have Darlene. Hello, coaches Dave and Roxanne. Thank you. We work smarter, not harder. Yes, awesome, awesome.
all right, so every
Akua, tuning in from YouTube. Hello from Ottawa. Awesome.
there's something happening today, right?
Yes. So we do actually offer a free workshop. It's a 90 minutes where we talk about how to start an online business, 3 pillars of the basic of online business. So you can sign up for our free webinar at daveandroxanubiso.com. There's a live workshop today, 6 p.m. Mountain Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. That's Tuesday. If you do miss this and you watch this on a replay, you can still register at our website and watch the replay for it. And then we have another one for Thursday as well.
Thanks for tuning in. That is another episode of
Online
Business
business question of the week.
God bless
God bless
everybody.
you. Take care. Bye.